Hey Alex, you've turned in some really strong qualifying performances this year, and it didn't look like it was that easy out there today on this track.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be honest with you. Our first run was promising, and we were, I think we were P16, so we're on the fringes of getting into Q2, and then there was a lot of traffic on the final run. There was a mess. It was like 3 or 4 cars fighting through the last corners and into turn 1, and I spent the whole lap under, I think, Lewis's gearbox. So it's one of them things. It's frustrating because I think we've addressed a few issues. We haven't had very many smooth qualifying sessions this year, and it's obviously hurting us in terms of just grid position for the race. So we'll have a look at it. I think it's there are positives. We got the tyres working this weekend, which we struggled with in previous races, and it was looking strong. It's just one of them things.
So if you've got the tyres working, that must give you some optimism for tomorrow.
Yes. Race pace doesn't look as strong. I think this circuit in general has been a little bit more tricky for us. But I think just looking at the degradation from free practice, it's going to be huge. So that means there's a bit more opportunity out there.
Hey Nicky, what did the car feel like out there in qualifying?
It's been very tricky all weekend. I think we put it in as good a window as it's been in for qualifying, but still, again, it's been very tricky to drive and kind of get the most out of it. I made 2 very big mistakes on my final lap, but even without those, it's still not putting us anywhere near Q2. So I think this track is just highlighting how much we're still missing as a team. This is a track where you normally try and put all the downforce you have on the car, and I think that's very similar across most teams, and we're missing a lot still. You can see the GPS data compared to all the cars, and especially in the high speed, we're missing tons and tons of lap time, and again, that's just pure downforce really. So it shows that we know the areas we need to improve as well. I think, again, car balance wise, there's still some things we could have done. Like I said, I made some mistakes on my lap, but it's just very difficult right now to get a good lap time out of it.
How are you feeling about tomorrow? Are you expecting a long afternoon?
I think it'll be a long afternoon for everyone. The tire degradation seemed very, very high up and down the pit lane, irrespective of us just being slower than everyone. Everyone seems to be struggling on the tires, so it could be interesting to see what that does. I think it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. So again, with these new tires, that still seems to be very finicky compared to last year's. It could be opportunity. So we'll stay optimistic and try and take advantage of that.